you're also gonna have to switch off of Hades.
Objection!
Objection!
Hello, everybody. It's me, Valerie Valkyrie, flying in for the top rope, and with me is Novella Cipher again. Hello, hello. I do still have Hades up.
Yeah, you do still have Hades up. And can I say what you almost told? I don't know if it was the Discord or Twitter.
It was Twitter. I was gonna tweet it out.
She was making the tweet that was like, hey, we're playing Ace Attorney, but we had just been talking about Binding of Isaac. So she almost wrote, we're gonna be live with more Binding of Isaac.
Like I had it fully written out.
Actually, I should change my reaction in the Discord. By the way, join Val's Discord if you haven't already.
Links in the description down below.
Hell yeah, it's a good place. We post shitposts there sometimes.
And I post about figures a lot. Nobody responds.
I don't know anime. Like, you post a character, I'm like, they look cool, but I'm not sure what else I can say.
Oh god, I can't hear the game. Oh, I know why. I forgot to switch.
I was about to say, like, oh god. What?
Just a second. Now I can't hear Novella. I forgot that this is what we have to do.
Oh no! Please.
Just a second, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, we're fine. I'll have to fix it when we move over to the gaming screen.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay. Hello everybody. Yes, I see you all. Finding a Ace Attorney. I'm too broke for figures. Honestly, fair. I've stopped sort of buying Nendoroids. Because I find that they're sort of a waste of money. Like, they're 50 to 60 bucks each. Like, I like the designs of them, but they're so flimsy all the time. They're so hard to have, like, displayed right.
Yeah.
Like, my Venom Snake one, the stand doesn't even fit in him. Like, the hole's too small in the figure for him to stand up properly. Like, they're sort of cheaply made. But yeah, let's go over to the gaming screen.
Heck yeah. I'm ready to do more, top quality voice acting.
Aw, hell yeah. Do you remember how you did all your voices? Because I don't.
Vaguely.
Oh no.
I can't guarantee that any character will sound the same from, like, one stream to the next, but then again, I also can't guarantee that a character will sound the same from 1 minute to the next.
Oh no.
I'm not a professional, but I'm doing my best.
I still can't hear the game.
No! No! Not this! Not like this! I wonder if we stream Hades, will the audio come back?
Wait, I think I figured it out, maybe. Just a second. I cannot hear anything at the moment. Do not speak. Nobody say anything funny.
Penis.
Whoa! Why is all my audio coming out of my microphone?
What?! I heard my echo! What?
I'm sorry!
What is happening?
Why is my computer like this? I hate it here.
I'll talk to chat in the meantime. I don't know if they can hear me. Can they hear me?
They probably can.
Okay, awesome.
It's
Hello,
Discord's fault.
Hello, Connor Page. Hello, Rihanna Keeves. Hello, Gambit.
Okay, I fixed it. Hanu's here? Hello! Oh my god, I still have no sound. Just a second. I hate it here! Maybe I have to make a new projection. Create source projector. I forget how we did it last time. Oh no. It is. Mm. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Wait, chat might not even be able to hear you now. What the hell is going on? No, they can't. Okay. Now they might be able to? Nope. No, they don't. Now they might.
Chat!
Yeah, now they can hear you. Okay.
Chat! Yeah! Alright.
I
Okay.
hate streaming. I'm gonna stop. No, I'm kidding.
This is it. This is the retirement stream. Wait. It's been a good run, folks. Either way, as I was gonna do stalling. Hey chat, have y'all been playing Pokemon Go? Have y'all gotten any shiny Eevees this Community Day weekend? Because I've gotten 4 of them. I've already evolved 1 into Sylveon, and I meant to evolve 1 into Umbreon last night, and I fucking forgot. We have Novella. Hanu says he'll miss you. It's been real, homie. Hope we can still watch wrestling.
I just don't understand. I just don't get it. How did we get it before?
I don't know.
The capture card is giving them sound. They can hear sound.
They can hear sound?
I'm pretty sure. Can y'all hear sound? Can y'all hear the game?
Please tell me if you can hear the game. What if you also have to play without audio?
Oh, that would be great. We sound good now. You can hear us and the game? Okay, I'm playing with no sound too.
Alright, sounds good. Val, you can't leave. Your soul has been shackled to your streaming program and you must stream forever.
No.
You're cursed.
Okay.
Every VTuber is cursed to live in Streamlabs OBS.
Oh, it's hell here though.
Yeah, it's
22nd
worse than hell.
November, 11:38 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature Defendants Antechamber.
Val, I hate to say this, but you stopped streaming the game to me.
You're right, I did do that.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh god.
Don't say that. After the technical difficulties, it scares me. Yes. See, Kazuma's beautiful face again. Labs OBS sure is a program.
It sure is.
Alright.
Can you see the video game?
I can see the video game.
Good.
With all of my eyes. You should watch the stream with us on YouTube. That would be so scum. All the voice acting, you'd have to wait like 10 seconds between each line of dialogue. Alright.
Can we start playing the video game
Yeah,
now? It's been half an hour.
Alright. Okay. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb.
Ugh. My heart was in my mouth the entire time.
That's not supposed to be there. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there.
You're so hot.
You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth.
Just like last night. By the way, they are, like, together, right? In our heads?
They have to be. They gotta be.
Okay.
These two are gonna get gay married, and I support them 100%.
Which was totally legal back in, like, 1800 Japan.
They can elope. Gay people have existed forever.
That's true.
You can be gay married even if it's illegal. You just gotta be sneaky about it.
What was, like, the first country that legalized it? I have no clue.
I can Google it.
That's interesting.
What country first legalized gay marriage? I like how weed was an option after I typed gay. What was the first country to legalize gay marriage? The Danish were the first to grant same-sex unions. Of course it was a Scandinavian country.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That tracks. They just gotta go to Denmark. Wait a minute, I didn't even see when it was legalized. Just a second. In 1989. Okay, because I was about to say, like, if it was a long time ago, then, you know, all Ryunosuke and Kazuma have to do is just take a trip to Denmark. It's not that far from the UK, right?
I forget what year this takes place. It just said, but...
It's the Victorian era.
Like
100 years ago. Alright, let's play video game. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
Forget it! It's terrifying! If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again!
You will.
Oh.
Anyways, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last. Oh right, that happened.
Oh yeah, there's like a British lady or something.
Yeah, British lady. Miss Jezale Brett, a student from Great Britain, is she?
That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start! Dr. Wilson wasn't alone!
Kind of fucked up that the whole courtroom was like
gaslighting him.
Ryunosuke.
There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might be overly confident in the courtroom, but... He was overly confident?
No, might not be.
Oh, okay. I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my power of observation are one thing I am sure of.
Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. I didn't know that they called, like...
Women gentle?
Noble. Yeah, no, because, like, you always hear the word gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thrown around nowadays. You don't hear gentlewoman.
Yeah, I didn't know there was even an equivalent.
Yeah. I thought lady was kind of the equivalent, like it was just kind of, you know, demoted from how it used to be, just like the female version of lord.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, I was like, okay, so gentleman and lady, that makes sense, because they're both, like, it denotes high rank, right?
Yeah.
So this game has taught me things.
We're learning! We're gaining new brain cells.
We are! Our neurons are expanding. we're gonna have so many wrinkles in our brains.
Yeah, gentle ladies of the 1700s to 1800s, how you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? Alright. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Right, because the cop didn't want her to be accused of murder.
Right.
Did you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up, bang! Blat. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. And he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to a kitchen. Next to the kitchen. Wait, he put you in the pantry? You just let him do that?
That was the cop. They were...
Mm-hmm.
Because the cop was dressed up as a waiter, so he probably was like, okay, this kid is a more convenient murder suspect
Than my gentlewoman.
Yeah, than the gentlewoman. So while she was leaving, he was like, okay, well, we're gonna keep this kid here, make sure he doesn't get away. Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside the dining area. Inside the dining area. Oh, I'm guessing this is the teacher.
Could be, yeah, probably the teacher. Wait, was that me?
That was you.
That was me. I forget the voice that I gave him.
He's like an old guy. An old dad.
Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Perfect.
Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system, even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest stars overseas to learn all that they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. Is he saying that he's not gonna go now?
Oh my god. What? What are you saying, Kazuma?
Sometimes you do things out of spite. So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way.
Is he gonna be like, Naruhodo, you go instead?
Probably. I want them to go together!
Kazuma!
I want them to go on vacation together. It's what they deserve.
Their honeymoon. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me. Don't look at the camera. This isn't The Office.
Well then, looks like it all comes down to you, young man. Don't put more pressure on him. He already has anxiety.
To me?
Yes, you need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. Because otherwise you can't be proven innocent, even though we know at this point that you didn't do it. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. Wait, they actually, I'm probably wrong with that. There is still a chance that he could have done it.
He was holding a gun.
He was holding a gun, and I feel like unless we prove that this lady did it, it still implicates him. After all, I have a personal connection to this case.
Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he?
That's true. Why is he saying that?
If you don't mind me asking, Professor. It was probably his friend or something. His lover that died. Did you know the victim?
Yes, I did. We were gay married.
What's that mean?
Probably... You mean you don't already know? I could have sworn you two already knew. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at Yume. And it was I who invited him.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle.
Get your swords ready.
I mean, Kazuma's ready. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. What if she's another Dahlia Hawthorne?
Oh my god, imagine.
They're all ancestors of, like, future Ace Attorney characters.
And they're all just the same character, pretty much.
Yeah, they're all just the same character. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. Oh god, I've got to squawk like a goddamn bird again as Ouchie. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight right to the last. Best of luck!
Thank you!
You're going to need it.
By the way, do you have headphones in?
Me? No.
Can you?
I don't know. My headphones right now are like Bluetooth ones. I don't know if I can do Bluetooth on my computer.
Okay. I'm just getting like the slightest echo, but it's okay. We can live.
No, here. I'll turn down my volume a little bit. It's actually a little loud.
Oh, okay.
There we go. I can still hear you. Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay,
that's a lot better.
Awesome, nice.
Rad.
Now then.
Oh,
don't. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-san.
No, that was Sama.
Sama?
That was Kazuma-sama.
Oh. Kazuma-sama?
Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside to the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go there and deal a decisive blow before these old fossils know what's hit them.
Fuck old people.
Fuck old people.
Kazuma?
What?
Thank you. Really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now.
They would have successfully gaslight him. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend, wink.
Wink. Coming from you, that means a lot. Wink. If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So, this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial.
you could treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from the Yume cafeteria on University Street.
Yummy! Man, this new Yuri on Ice arc sure has taken the series in a new direction. You're right. What one's Victor?
I haven't seen Yuri on Ice, so... Listen. We established last night that I don't watch things. All these eyes and I don't watch any movies.
I'm gonna Clockwork Orange you and make you watch stuff. You don't even get that reference.
Oh, I get that reference.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, if you haven't seen that...
Well, I read the TV tropes page.
Okay.
Also, I like how they're just, like, setting up a dinner date.
I know, that's so cute!
Very... With an extra large portion, of course.
I'm poor!
I don't care.
What do the eyes even do then, Novella?
I mean... They're for my job. I have to watch stuff for my job, but that's not movies or TV or anime. I watch people doing boring, mundane stuff. It's like the worst kind of slice-of-life anime. Except you have to take notes.
The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Hauchi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Okay. Yes, Your Excellency! Against all odds!
Let me just make sure that's not too loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna like lean back from the mic as I do that voice.
Okay, I think we're good.
Because I have to be loud. I have to squawk like a bird to voice this guy.
And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government.
Sorry.
Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about. Those fuckers get paid enough already.
It's highly unlikely that the good relations we forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation
I think that's supposed to say flounders. I think that's a typo.
Oh no! Again! Terribly sorry.
Imagine if we did this as a drinking game where every time there's a typo we have to take a shot.
$60 game, by the way.
$60 game. But that's alright. There were fucking... There were typos in the original Ace Attorney games, too. There's so much text. Stuff slips through. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't even worth the paper it's written on. Ooh.
If you can't live without the treaty, you shouldn't have it at all.
I don't think that's how international relations work. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses.
Look at Naruhodo isn't as, like, scared anymore.
Yeah!
Before he was, like, way uptight.
He doesn't look like he's drank 7 monsters in the last 15 minutes. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the oh, God. God, too many S's! Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up! Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy!
Name-calling!
Name-calling? Why hasn't the judge, like, slammed his gavel down yet?
Yeah, that's not allowed in a court of law.
So I think every time I lean back in my chair, my eyes close on stream. Nice.
You and your friend know nothing! Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in!
I like how his glasses clip through his hair. Oh, it fixed itself.
I mean, that's just how glasses work.
It is.
By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong! Diplomacy has never been more critical! Stay any political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
Oh, now he looks like he drank the monsters. Stop drinking monsters, Ryunosuke.
Did you bring a monster into court, Ryunosuke?
It keeps me calm.
It absolutely does not.
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in the Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a court with no future at all. See, if you can't live without the justice system, you shouldn't have it at all.
Again, that's not how that works.
Duh!
Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror. Put the monster down.
You little brats!
Thank you, Council. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand.
Oh, are we gonna see our mystery woman?
Yeah.
The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Is it Giselle?
Giselle?
Giselle? Giselle. Lampshade. It's Lampshade.
Lampshade?
Lampshade. When you don't know how to say
Okay.
something, it's Lampshade.
Is that her name now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Jennifer. That's close enough.
Jennifer.
Novella's really getting into character. She's channeling out I don't want to do that. This gross old man.
Your Ouchie-kin.
Your Excellency.
Don't fucking say that.
Do you think there's somebody out there that is actually... Oh.
Yo, her hat's a bird.
Do you think it's a real bird and when, like, she gets, like, all flustered, it's gonna start moving and flapping its wings?
Oh my god. I fucking hope so. Oh god, he's simping.
Oh my god, it's totally Dahlia.
It's totally Dahlia. No, not this again.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
He's getting less squawky. I need to put that back in his voice.
Tea! Someone bring English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea.
I was thinking of that one video. How do British people shower? Same as you idiot. First we get nice and wet, and then we bring out the tea bags.
Is that true?
No idea.
So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court?
Oh. What was his voice? Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga.
Is that it? Maybe.
Yes.
I have been working undercover as the head waiter at the Le Shop.
Yes, yes, we know all about you already. You were on the stand like 3 times.
You're allowed to lie in court! Because he's not sworn yet. He's still not sworn.
Unsworn.
Oh wait, he's still unsworn. He can still lie in court.
Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Okay. Before we progress, Connor Page in chat says, I thought that was her butt and not part of her dress decoration.
Oh, like the big bump in the back?
Yeah, the bustle.
The junk in the trunk?
Yeah, she has the fattest cheeks.
I keep hitting... Okay.
Is that true?
No idea. I don't know shit about the UK. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I?
Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply, A woman. Oh god, Kazuma's sleeping too, he's bi!
Wait. No, he's just saying, how did you just say a woman when she's dressed up like that, isn't he?
I mean, he says amazing. That implies, like, oh, she's fucking beautiful.
I hope that she's ugly when you see her, like, eyes.
That would be something the Ace Attorney devs would do. Sorry, Ryunosuke, but power of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking.
Guilty.
Don't say that in court!
Don't say that in court! Don't say that in court! You're lucky Ouchie didn't fucking hear you say that.
So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please.
Do you want to be her?
Sure, it'll be a great respite from. Oh, her face is totally.
Oh, she's
fucked
totally
up.
ugly.
Oh no!
She's speaking in
Oh,
cursive!
right, everyone is speaking Japan. Everyone's speaking Japanese.
Everybody's speaking Japan! Speak in tongues.
That was the worst. I hate that.
No, that was really good! It sounded like you were using a voice modifier.
I'm glad I have some kind of powers. This is the party trick. Remember last night when you were playing the spoons and Vernon was like, okay, Novella, what's your party trick? And I just froze. That's my party trick, speaking in tongues.
I still have the spoons on my desk.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm just imagining Giselle pulling out spoons when it becomes clear that the court doesn't understand her. Everyone's speaking the desert language from near except for her. I thought she was double caked up on a Sunday afternoon.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but, fucking what?
Wait, no, okay, that's you. Okay. Oh, is he gonna be your translator?
Oh, okay. This is gonna be long.
This is gonna be long. Am I gonna have to speak in tongues so many times? This is the worst. I feel like I'm doing the worst kind of ASMR.
The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student currently enrolled in Yume University's medical facility.
Okay, question. How has she been a student in Japan all this time, but she can't speak Japanese?
Wait, didn't she just come over with the professor? I thought.
I guess that's true, but it does seem like very impractical that, like,
It does.
because I'm sure the professor's also teaching, like, a bunch of Japanese students who would have Japanese as their first language. And, like, he could speak Japanese.
That's true.
But it seems really impractical for him to, like, teach a whole class of students in Japanese and then also have to teach one girl the same lesson again in English.
Yeah. And how does Kazuma not know what she's saying? They just talked about going to English class. And he's going to England, so you would think he should know English.
Yeah, why is there a language barrier here? Is the plot twist gonna be that, oh, she could speak the language the whole time, she was just faking it to try and get out of murder?
Oh, almost certainly.
Oh, we are making so many predictions, and all of them are gonna be true. We're gonna be psychics. We're gonna have a That's So Raven moment.
You can change our names to Mia and Maya Faye.
Yeah! Which one of us is Mia and which one is Maya?
Oh, I'm Mia.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was
Look
gonna
at,
say,
I
like,
got
I'm
the babongas.
That is true.
The way that you can remember to, like, separate them, this is how I always remembered which one was Mia and which one was Maya, is Mia, it's like, Mamma Mia, look at those bazongos! And then the other one's
Is that
Maya.
how you remembered it?
Yeah.
I just remember them. I'm like, okay, Mia's a lawyer and Maya's a spirit medium. Like a normal person.
No, Mamma Mia! Whoa, those are some big boobs.
That's a Ace Attorney tradition, false language person. Oof, how she is big simping. Okay. There's so much good shit being said in chat, I can't answer all of it. Let's play the video game.
We're already
Oh
not.
my! Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the beautiful language of the British people.
Delightful, but I'll let it pass.
I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird song.
See, this is also how weebs who only speak English interpret Japanese. So, you know what? As far as I can tell... Oh, he does! Wait, okay. The detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Maybe it's just Ryunosuke who doesn't understand English, because he wasn't supposed to go overseas.
The judge and Payne didn't know either, though. Because they were like, what?
Yeah.
They were silent, right?
Yeah, but they stick to Japan. Because we were saying before, like, why doesn't Kazuma understand? Because he's going overseas.
Right.
He does understand, but he's the only one who's, like, going overseas, so he's the only one who really has to know the language.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree!
Okay, Ryunosuke understands too.
But why is he hearing it as gibberish?
I mean, to be fair, like, I spent, like, years in French classes, but if someone spoke French to me, it would probably sound about the same.
Haha, you're obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it?
Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. That's hot.
That's hot. Ah, yeah, that's hot.
Oh yeah, that's hot.
The
Show
court
me your
thinks-
English test scores again.
The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. Hart. 3 days ago at the restaurant called Le Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct?
She says, yes.
This could take some time.
So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately.
It was a murder, ma'am.
Yeah, it was a murder. Your thing can wait.
Interesting. When you're the one who engineered her escape.
I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over to this photographic print?
Look at this photograph!
Every time I do, it makes me laugh. How did that guy get so dead?
And what the hell is on Billy's head?
I'm just imagining for April Fool's Day, I'm like, oh yo, I'm putting out my first cover, and it's just Ouchie singing Photograph by Nickelback.
April Fool's spoilers.
April Fool's spoilers. I mean, now that I've said it, it can't ever happen. Wink, wink.
Wink.
Okay, wait, that's me!
Yeah.
Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes, I don't know what that fucking word means, caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps?
I think it's basically just like pretty eyes.
Nickelouchie.
Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight.
Do you mean to say?
Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Of course she would say it. Okay, I'm gonna make a reference to something that I doubt many people outside of Canada have ever fucking seen.
Oh god.
But there's a Murdoch Mysteries episode.
Oh my god.
where- Listen.
No one's gonna understand.
Okay, I'm explaining things out though. So there's this like Murdoch Mysteries episode where because like the whole premise of Murdoch Mysteries is that it's a crime show that takes place in like very early 1900s. Like it literally takes place in like the year 1900 in Toronto, and it's this detective just solving murder cases and shit. There was one episode where it was like there was this like invention fair, and this guy gets shot in the middle of it, seemingly impossibly, and it turns out he had actually like rigged a mechanism within the hall to shoot him and frame a bunch of other inventors that he was jealous of. And because like he had like brain cancer or some shit. What if that happened here? What if there's like a mechanism in the restaurant
Designed to kill him.
designed to kill him specifically? Or what if it was set up to kill the lady and he sat in the wrong chair?
Oh, that could be it. Let's see.
Yeah.
Order,
seems like a plot
order in the
twist.
court.
What's Canada? Oh, you know. It's a country. It doesn't exist.
Did you hear that, Your Excellency?
No, I didn't hear anything. We can't hear the video game.
We can't.
Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Oh, because a pretty lady said 2 sentences in another language. You're like,
Yeah, they're totally the fucking killer.
It's so Dahlia. I also just realized she's standing just like Dahlia was.
she is. She is. She's also got like reddish hair. She's got ginger hair. And Dahlia had red hair. We're connecting the 2 dots. Alright, I have to post your favorite Canada image in the Discord. Everyone, join Val's Discord so you know what the hell Connor is posting in the Discord.
Links in the description down below.
Yeah! Everyone is gonna be in the Valerie Valkyrie Discord. Well, it looks like it's clear now.
Do you believe her? Oh, okay.
Clear who our real enemy is.
I thought he was simping for a sec, and I was like,
No. He's not that bi. Or desperate. He does have a boyfriend.
Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described.
Connor, I'm looking at the meme that you sent in the Discord. It's a little too true.
a frightening and sorrowful sight.
Oh, are we gonna be able to press these?
I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak. That's true. That tracks. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. That's not true!
No, that's wrong.
Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. We have to prove that there's 2 guns on the scenes, I bet.
Yeah.
you filthy wretch!
Battering the witness.
You black-hearted blackguard! Look at this Snow White angel! If you wanted to be innocent, you should have just been hot! I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe.
That's not how court works.
You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
But he's so annoying. That voice.
Sing Nickelback that one time, Kazuma! What am I supposed to do? Not want to hit him?
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statement from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before and reported back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go.
They're in on it together. They're fucking.
Oh, yeah. They fucking. Also, I just had a thought for another plot twist this could take. Because if I just predict as much as I can...
One of them has to be right.
If you throw stones everywhere in a forest, you're gonna hit a bird eventually. That's not a saying. But I'm like, yo, maybe she's hiding her face because she's secretly a guy. Like, dressing up as a girl. That would be a good plot twist, because everyone would expect
something.
I didn't say that line. I was too busy trying to have that so Raven moment. Oh, there we go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Which is true.
That is true. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today.
Why does he have blood on her?
As you can see, there is nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. In her,
That's why it was on the
in her
floor.
huge hat, maybe.
Yeah, she
Or
has
that
all-
fat ass.
Yeah, she could hide it in her ass.
I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Exactly.
Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
Yeah, in the Swan. Imagine if the Swan was an automatic weapon where it opens its and it shoots a bullet.
There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. Ugh! That's ridiculous! If only I was allowed to lift up her dress, I could prove
Say
it!
that.
Don't say that. Ryunosuke, you're gonna get
You know you're
canceled.
gay.
Stop!
We know you're gay, but they don't. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke.
But I didn't fire the gun I picked up! There must have been another gun there that day.
You're right about that, which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. What if it was a mistake? Yes, that's what we have to prove now. It's the first case of Super Danganronpa 2 all over again. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
Let's get her ass. Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Defense may now cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Excellency!
What if it was a gun stake? Yeah, exactly.
So I'm guessing we're gonna have to press. Oh good, we don't have to do the
Hey, good, we don't have to speak in tongues. Are all of the cross-examinations in this game gonna have 2 people? Wait, no, the first one didn't.
Yeah, the first one didn't.
Okay. Press was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beef steak.
That tracks.
The accused Green Monkey agreed the professor honest about Fear's argument. Okay, press, because maybe he'll ask, like, oh, what was the argument about?
Yes! I never got into an argument with the professor. All I did when I noticed him was go over and say hello. Please don't get angry with me. No, I I wasn't directing the retort at you. It was meant for the lady next to you. But anyway, as I said, I did not argue with the professor. I'm afraid your words are in vain. Sorry? Miss Brett does not appear to speak Japanese.
No, of course not.
Oh, she totally speaks Japanese.
Japanese is such a cumbersome language anyways.
Then why are you speaking it, sir?
You're gonna get
Okay, let me
canceled after you
gather
read this
myself.
line. You're gonna get canceled!
Listen, I've
Takes a gun out. Read the line, Novella.
English is the future. We must all speak English.
I hate that. I wonder if what was I about to fucking say there? I wonder if the prosecution will feel that way forever, or only when he's simping over a beautiful woman.
I loathe this. I already forgot the name, so I don't need him to live rent-free in my head.
Well, that beautiful woman is telling blatant lies with a completely straight face. I have to find something that will unravel her testimony, no matter how seemingly insignificant it may be.
That's a sign. It's gonna be something that we're like, I don't even know if that matters.
It might be the steak.
It might be the steak. Wait.
Anyway, it seems that after the argument, the accused briefly returned to his own seat.
That part ties in with what you said, doesn't it?
Yes, I still had some coffee to drink.
And the next time you got up after that.
Was when I'd finished my coffee and stood up to leave.
Is she gonna do the evil smile again?
He's doing it right now.
Oh. No, I didn't. The accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I guess we're gonna press
See,
that.
I'd press that, but the thing is that Ryunosuke's probably just gonna say, no, I didn't do it! It's like, no, that doesn't give us anything.
But they might elaborate. Like, how could she see
That's
it?
true.
Or
Yeah, and pressing doesn't give us any, like, penalties. We might as well.
only in very specific.
See, there we go.
I didn't shoot the gun!
And like I said, there's no point repeating that assertion over and over.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be attacked by my own side.
It's because you're being an idiot.
Nevertheless, defendant, you can't deny that when the shot rang out in the restaurant, you had a gun in your hand.
Well, yes, that's true, but
Did you drink another monster,
Oh.
Ryunosuke?
He made a shitty noise.
all I did was pick up the gun I saw on the floor next to the professor as I was leaving the restaurant. In fact, yes! There was someone much closer to the victim than me at the time.
That will do, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
Objection, battering the witness.
Dirty.
You fucking smell.
She's wearing the same outfit she was wearing yesterday. At least I put on a new uniform.
Your baseless accusations could very well cause an international incident, boy.
Okay, Kratos.
It seems to me that your accusation is just as baseless as ours.
What nonsense!
The lady is merely stating what she saw.
How was her mask guys doing that?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
And this is already an international incident as far as I'm concerned anyway.
I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. Press that. Show us that you don't carry a gun. Take your clothes off.
Prove it. Don't do that.
It's all very well.
Rooted.
Ouchie will die on the spot from blood loss.
Good.
It's all very well saying that, but can you prove it?
Absolutely. I verified it personally. That doesn't count.
It doesn't count. You're unsworn.
Verified it? Yes, immediately after the incident, I checked to make sure the lady was not carrying a weapon. I distinctly remember her saying, "I'm not."
So she just said it and you were like, yeah, that tracks. You're supposed to be a detective, sir!
That's all you did? You just asked her?
Surely you carried out a physical search, Inspector. Ouchie's gonna lose his mind at that.
No. Why on earth not?
You're gonna hit next and it's gonna be Ouchie. Yeah!
The honorable English gentlewoman clearly stated that she did not possess a weapon.
Okay.
There was obviously no need for any further probing into the matter.
Because she's hot, right? Or there was no permission given for any further probing into the matter, perhaps.
She's like, no, you're not searching me.
What you will. But if you're going to continue with this preposterous claim that the refined lady was concealing a firearm, the prosecution demands that you support your assertion with facts.
Okay, take your clothes off, ma'am.
In other words, he wants evidence.
Ugh. The lady wishes to point out that of course she wanted to stay and assist with the investigation. But she was in a hurry to give a presentation at the university, so she was compelled to leave. How did she know? How did she know to react and make a cute face when he said that, if she doesn't understand Japanese?
I mean, she could just be playing innocent for the crowd.
That's true.
Not to mention the fact that your office had told you to get the woman out of there.
Not get her out of there. I just urged her to leave. The lady would like to point out that she is in no way meant to run away. That she in no way meant to run away from the scene of the crime. Which is why she is only too happy to cooperate and testify here in court today, of course.
So why didn't she come in sooner?
Unlike a certain student who refuses to admit when the game is up. You could at least have the courtesy to pay attention when I'm goading you.
So she's maintaining that you got into an argument with the professor, at the end of which you shot him.
Which is an out-and-out total unfounded lie!
Still, her statement is very compelling. After all, she's an elegant, refined, young and beautiful gentlewoman from Great Britain. In stark contrast to you, dressed from head to toe in a dull black school uniform.
I'm just exactly the same way as you are, except for the flapping red ribbons!
Well, anyway, this is our only chance to expose her testimony as the fiction that it is. If we can't do that, the trial is over. Even you, with your thick skin, must be able to feel the murderous looks you're getting from around the room.
Only too well. I feel half dead already. And the fact that I can't see a single inconsistency in her testimony isn't making me feel any better either.
The first thing to do is press her on any of her statements that seem even slightly off to you. Do that, and an opening will present itself. This is the tutorial case for Yonosuke. If you press a lot, eventually something obvious is going to pop up.
I'm just thinking it's gonna be something super stupid, like how Edgeworth was like, a hotel staff would never leave a hotel room without carrying anything, empty-handed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something like that. Like women wouldn't order a steak.
I hope that's not what it is. Oh God, you drank another monster.
I need to expose the true face of this exotic foreigner that's hiding behind the mask. That's what I should be aiming for in this cross-examination. Just like Payday.
Just like Payday.
No,
What?
right.
Payday?
Well, we're gonna press everything.
Press everything.
After 2 p.m. In fact, that's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Objection! You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, don't you? Late luncheons are en vogue, isn't that right?
No.
Ah!
A decisive English no has quite a sting to it.
The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems.
All I
So,
can think of when she said no, I could think of is that one like Bugs Bunny meme where he's saying no. Like just really enunciating it. Okay, continue.
Connor says he's gonna drop kick Ouchie.
I
So-
will too.
So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together.
But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first.
Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier.
That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
Yes, that all makes perfect sense.
Such wonderful logic! What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is!
So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next?
Okay. Women can't eat steak.
Yeah, their stomachs are too small.
He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he had just had a tooth removed at the Hoda clinic, correct?
That's right.
You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering.
Was Miss Brett aware of this fact?
It seems so, yes. She'd heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment.
So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett?
That's right, yes. You didn't ask her again! The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events.
Exactly how it was left.
No, because the steak's on the side that the...
Wait! Yeah, it's on the wrong side!
It's on the wrong side!
Dear me, what a harrowing experience!
We're such good lawyers!
To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident! Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight.
I really hope my neighbors can't hear me doing this voice.
Just hear you simping.
Hear me simping while doing a voice that's squawking like a bird. So, the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all.
That's right. Other than some carbonated water.
Just water.
Oh man, they had LaCroix back then?
Ew. Yes, the professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water.
Wait, didn't it say no food or drink?
I'm pretty sure.
Thing?
So it appears that the let's check.
Yeah, and plus the picture doesn't line up. Okay, drinking anything but water, but then again, like look at the picture of the table. There's only one glass.
There's only one glass of wine.
Yeah, that's not even water. Okay, that could be a bottle of LaCroix.
So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each.
There we go. This is the detail.
They each raised a glass of carbonated water.
What do you think, Ryunosuke, about the witness's last statement? Why is my text in green?
Because I get to answer a question. And it's
Oh.
very meaningful. Well, it's shitty noise. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case.
Well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing,
Give us 5 seconds and we'll tell you, old man.
Oh no, the monster's kicking in.
Oh no! Ryunosuke, I told you not to drink so many goddamn monsters! Switch to LaCroix! I'll force you to drink LaCroix instead of Monster if you keep this up.
Yucky!
Yes, so you better stop drinking the Monster!
That shit tastes like chalk!
I know, that's why it's a proper punishment. The significance of this statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony.
Well sidestepped, counsel.
Very well, Miss Brett. Kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony.
Now we can present the photo.
Gladly, she said.
Okay, they're just skipping over the speaking in tongues.
That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one.
Ryunosuke will remember this. Which one?
The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase.
He's gonna say it in the last case.
I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryunosuke. Okay.
I ordered a beefsteak for myself and the professor, and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Let me just show you a picture real quick, ma'am. Because that's a
Very
bottle
hard.
of wine. Wait.
That... I don't know, that could be a bottle of
a bottle of carbonated water and a steak. But there's only one glass.
Yeah, there's only
Unless
one
you were
glass.
drinking out of the vase.
Yeah! And no one would do that.
Yes!
I mean, people would do that, but not at like a fancy restaurant if they're fancy people. What was that animation?
Why did he look at the camera like that?
Ryunosuke became aware of the fourth wall for 3 seconds, and then got lost back in the haze of monster. Ryunosuke's gonna vibrate out of existence.
That's it! Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with the photographic print.
For 3 seconds, he was aware that 2 anime girls were controlling him. Like Remy from Ratatouille.
Just a
Imagine if the whole movie, Linguini was unaware that Remy was under his hat controlling him.
Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left.
That is correct, the lady says. What shitty noise?
Well, that is, it's odd. It's very odd.
Dear me. What's odd is the defense's inability to express itself.
He has social anxiety, you prick. Ryunosuke, what is it about the print that looks so odd to you? There's only
Well,
glass.
obviously, it's the Cheers. My favorite TV show.
Cheers. I haven't watched that show.
Of course you haven't. Of course you haven't. Do you even know what Cheers is about?
No, I'm talking as Ouchie.
Okay, but you know what Cheers is.
I know what Cheers is. My
Okay.
grandparents used to watch it all the goddamn time.
Kanpai!
And bye.
Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, there should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Duh!
Everybody's reacting.
You're quite right, Council. You're quite right, Council. Sorry, bro. There's only 1 glass pictured here.
Objection! Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutiae? What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case?
It means she's a fucking liar. Minutiae, you say?
He said objection.
Oh, objection.
Yay!
Could it be that the detective here removed a glass from the table to conceal the lady's presence?
Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try and tell me you can clink with only 1? You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she says.
I thought she just stole the glass for a second.
Good
My grandma
gracious!
said it bears once.
I knew somebody who would get like all of their silverware from restaurants.
That's wild. Why do people do that?
Because they were poor. They were rich enough to eat at a restaurant, though.
Yeah, see, my grandma isn't poor, but like she was just like, oh, this cup is a funny little chicken on it. I'm gonna take it. And everyone at the table was like, no, man, don't do that. But she was like, no, I'm doing it anyways. So now she has a chicken cup. We still have it. This happened when I was like 5.
Oh my god.
It's
You have to
still
go
around.
back to that restaurant and take it back.
No! Screw that! If they didn't notice it for like 18 years, that cup is old enough that it can drink alcohol in the province of Ontario. Like, no one missed it. It's a plastic cup. Sorry.
There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all.
Oh, please.
We must remember that this student had just murdered this lunch lady's lunch and...
This
Lunch
lunch
lady.
lady?
Oh god. Okay, I'm losing it.
this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray?
That's absurd.
Oh, really? So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief?
What?
No, we're accusing her of
No,
murder.
no. This can't be put down to mischief.
I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene.
Yeah, where'd she hide it?
Yeah.
Where she hid her gun?
It would seem that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying.
She was carrying a handbag. That means that she could be in.
totally hold a gun.
She could have had a gun.
A handbag, you say? Yes, Your Excellency. A small handbag pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England.
Wait, did the Japanese not have handbags at this point in time? Like, carrying around a little pouch where you can hold your stuff seems like it'd be a universal human thing, right?
Maybe they just didn't call them handbags?
Maybe.
Like, a handbag is like a small purse. Maybe they had, like, I've seen those, like, little tie bags a lot
That's true,
in
that's
old
true.
Japanese pictures and stuff.
Yeah. Just change his name to Simchi at this point, yeah.
So, the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now.
And her gun.
Yeah, however, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already.
Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed the glass. I think henceforth we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement?
No.
Well, I don't know, really.
If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance.
Yes,
We know it does.
you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there is, then it's
the handbag.
the handbag.
Absolutely.
Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say?
Yes, do try to keep up. It's all... Oh, jeez. It's already been explained to the court that all English gentlewomen carry handbags for small items.
Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, in which it would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun.
How is that she's still a lawyer? He won't be when we're done with him.
You're right.
Well done, partner. I had a feeling you'd pick up on that too.
What are you insinuating, you vile blackguard?
What does that even mean?
I have no clue.
I hope we won't get canceled. I hope that's not like an offensive thing.
I doubt the Phoenix Wright translation team
I
would put
doubt
something
it.
super offensive. I think the most we're gonna get is, like, ouchie speaking English.
That's true. That's the most problematic thing we've seen so far. Ouchie has been canceled. It's really very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire that gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will.
You can't seriously be so jesting.
Inspector Hosonaga!
Yes?
Did you or did you not search Miss Jaziel's Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir. I did not.
What kind of cop are you?
As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one that was actually used to kill the professor, could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag.
No!
I like her dress.
It's a very pretty dress.
Also, a 100th assassin in the chat says, God, why did you give Ryunosuke such soft baby hands? Or soft baby slaps?
He'll get there. He'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get the character development.
Imagine the plot twist if the lady in the mask turns out to be Kazuma in disguise. How? He's standing right next to us!
It's his twin, who also has a crush on Ryunosuke.
Twists.
What is the meaning of this, Inspector?
The meaning of what, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Why on earth did you not have the lady open her handbag and show you the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations.
For a sec, I thought he was actually being, like, a logical person, and he went right back to simping! Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask.
Do you think so, Cosma?
I'm dying.
Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly, you have no faith in the police.
Why should we? You haven't given us anything!
As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting. Simply because it was unnecessary.
I'm sorry, Connor in chat said, ouch, she isn't even actually a person. He's just a simping machine.
Unnecessary in what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer. Really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgotten about. The photographic print. This photographic print. It's see-through. What's up with the tattoo on his hand?
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
That's from the plate. The plate has that picture, so it's an indent.
Ooh! Also,
Okay.
if the bag is literally just, like, because I don't think they had plastic at this point in time. Like, plastic's a relatively recent invention, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just chains. That's why the gun was on the ground. It slipped through the chains.
No, that doesn't make sense, though, because there has to be two guns, because he was shot after Ryunosuke picked up the gun.
That's true. Yeah, that... Okay, never mind. Never mind. I thought I had a good thing. Also, 100th Assassin says in chat, does this cop have TB or something, or is she poisoning the cop as blackmail to keep her protected?
Whoa!
Ooh!
You could be right, you could be right.
You could be right.
This
Because
print-
she is Dahlia Hawthorne, she's done that before.
We got it. We got her,
Connected the
chat.
two dots. We've connected them!
This print is of a photograph that I thought would be prudent to take immediately after the shooting. As you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never. You can see right through to what's inside. That's right. Apparently.
Also- Sorry, I keep interrupting you, but, fucking... So, she said that she hit her glass, right? So then, why is the only glass on the table the one near the steak dinner?
Yeah.
Like, if she was taking her glass, there should be a glass on the other side of the table, and then none near the steak dinner.
Maybe she took his glass because she poisoned him.
What? No, he died from gunshot, though.
But maybe she had somebody shoot him after. To make it look like he died of being shot.
There was a bang, and then he had a bullet wound in him.
Yeah, she shot him to make it look like he died of shooting, but he died of being poisoned.
Then why not just kill him by shooting him?
Oh.
You're leaving the same amount of evidence.
Apparently, meshwork bags like these are the height of fashion in London at the moment.
So the contents are clearly visible.
Exactly. So, there was no need to search the lady's handbag. If there had been a gun inside, it would have been immediately obvious.
Ugh.
As you can see, there's nothing to imply Miss Brett guilty here. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruhodo-san.
Wouldn't have even brought it up if you had actually submitted that evidence, though.
Oh my god, so dramatic!
Oh my god. Ryunosuke, are you having a heart attack from all the monsters you drank?
I think so. It hurts. I see the light.
Can we get this man an ambulance? I want to see a fanfic. It's like a modern day AU, and Ryunosuke has to go to the hospital because he drank 10 monsters in a row.
Order, order! Inspector Hosonaga, you will submit that print as evidence at once.
Certainly, Your Excellency. The photograph of the handbag has been entered into court record. A photograph taken by Hosonaga-san after the incident occurred. It showed Miss Brett's handbag on a chair by the victim's table.
If we examine that picture and check out the cow mark, will they comment on it?
I'm gonna see.
I got access? Yeah, there we go. Magnifying glass. This.
They won't let me examine it.
Okay, maybe we can only do that.
We have to show it, probably.
Yeah, probably.
I think you've had long enough to cross-examine the witness, counsel. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photographic print just submitted into the court record appears to have no further significance, I am satisfied that there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling.
Indeed. And there's only one logical conclusion. That the pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is the only possible perpetrator of this crime.
Jesus.
He's dead. Okay, no, he's alive.
No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around, I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start.
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow, even Kazuma's upset about this.
Kazuma, do you want to, save the day?
I don't know if I can. I'm sorry for Yonosuke.
You're giving up?
Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue.
What? You mean this is it?
I must say, you put up quite a fight for a rookie student. But the weak are meat while the strong eat. Once again,
Once again, there's a vor reference. I'm not saying that as actually, we're not going down that route again.
Oh,
You were wasting your
what's
time.
vor?
I'm never explaining vor to you, Judge! You are wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. A fact you can chew on to your heart's content from the inside of your cell.
This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty of a crime that I didn't commit?
Vor attorney, Connor Page says in chat, and that's almost certainly a thing, but I don't want to look it up.
And Kazuma, his dream of going to study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Kazuma,
What?
is there really no chance now of turning this trial around?
You heard the judge. There's nothing about that last photograph the detective produced that we can contest. Which means there's no basis on which we can argue for this trial to continue. There's the cow! I don't get it. Why doesn't Ryunosuke simply eat the prosecution?
Very well. I will now proceed immediately to the ruling.
It seems we'll be able to report to the British government on time after all.
Isn't it well past noon at this point? Weren't they supposed to send it at noon?
What the fuck's on his hand?
What the fuck is on his hand?
Was that there the whole time?
I don't know.
Huh.
What is that for? No, that definitely wasn't on his hand before. We would have noticed it.
Would we? Because I've only been looking at his left hand. Or his right hand.
I mean, whenever he
slams
slams
it.
his hands down on the table, I don't remember ever seeing that. That smug little...
Ryunosuke Naruhodo, having considered all of the evidence placed... Yes!
Oh, maybe he did have it the whole time, because you can barely see it.
You can't. Okay, okay. We just didn't notice. We just don't have eyes.
It's his roof mufflers. To keep his hands baby soft.
Wait, Your Excellency!
He's full of confidence now, so his voice is less rough.
Ryunosuke?
I don't think you can rule on this case yet.
Objection! This amateurishness is... what the fuck is that word? This amateurishness is getting tedious. When His Excellency deems that the trial is over, he gives his ruling. That is the most basic protocol of the courtroom.
Yes! Your Excellency, just a moment ago you said this. As the photographic print just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt in this matter, and I must make my ruling. Now, that means that if there was a problem with the evidence, some significant detail I mean, then ruling on the case at this time would be out of the question.
Objection! This is blatant straw clutching. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. All it shows is the handbag the gentlewoman was carrying on the day in question. There can be no problem with this evidence.
You'd better know what you're doing, Ryunosuke. He doesn't.
I understand your objection, counsel. Certainly, the new evidence submitted by the detective has not undergone the court's scrutiny. However, I fail to see how we can glean any new information from this handbag.
You're not looking at the whole picture.
My thoughts exactly. Really, the prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Can we put him out of his misery, send him to the electric chair?
Yes, I am desperate, but this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph which just doesn't seem right. If only I could put my finger on it.
We would if you would let us.
Very well. I will grant the defense one final opportunity.
What? Kill him!
But be warned that if I am unsatisfied by your response here, the trial will be over with immediate effect.
God, he doesn't even need the electric chair. He's gonna just beat the shit out of Ryunosuke.
Do I make myself clear? Yes, Your Excellency. So, take another look at this photograph Inspector Hosonaga submitted before. You will identify for the court where this print we see the significant detail to which you have alluded.
It's the fucking cow.
The cow.
Yes! Look at this here! There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks almost like a burn of some description. It's...
Wait, pull up the history. Was there a typo?
Just a second.
Dare me!
Okay.
Wait. Huh? Okay, it was description. Okay. I wasn't sure if you mispronounced it or if there was actually another typo in this case.
Dear me, I was wondering what new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly, that has nothing whatsoever to do with the magnificent lady's handbag.
That's not the fucking point.
Yes, that is a burn mark, you're right. Go on, Inspector. The police coroner also noticed it when he was performing the post-mortem examination. Let me update the autopsy report real quick.
Oh no!
It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he didn't note it in his report.
See, we thought that Cosmo was the ancestor of Edgeworth, but no, it's the detective.
What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And no possible way of knowing either.
Oh, bitch, you thought.
Oh, bitch, you thought.
The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by the curious shape of this mark. However,
Yeah, it did. The plate had it, so he got it from that.
Yeah.
as Prosecutor Ouchie points out, unless a firm connection to the case can be shown, I cannot allow any further time to be spent on the precise detail of this burn. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem Miss Brett has lunch appointment with the Dean and other university staff.
Why does she have all these connections with all these higher up people at the university? She's just a student.
She's a student. I didn't know the dean whenever I was fucking apprenticing.
She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now.
Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you up any longer. I'm quite sure His Excellency is about to give his final ruling anyway.
What's your thinking on this, Ryunosuke? Do you believe this burn does have something to do with the case?
To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So, I was thinking I should keep digging and digging, in the hopes that I might uncover something useful.
Yes, you're right.
I am!
If we can just link that burn to the case. If we can do that, we might be able to prise this shutting door back open again.
Just give up, Counsel. You cannot possibly hope to do that.
Indeed. I'm afraid that without evidence, I can't allow you to pursue what is more little than conjecture.
If we had evidence that irrefutably linked the burn on the victim's wrist to the case, then you would allow it?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at how it looked on YouTube and I was like, oh, it's Novella's line. But I forgot it was behind.
I would, yes.
To tell the truth, I hadn't noticed that burn. But as soon as you pointed it out, what I did notice was the color draining from Miss Brett's face.
Really? I have to find some link between that burn and the case.
It's the fucking plate.
It's the plate.
This is the moment of truth. It's time to find some evidence that proves what that burn really means. So then, the defense will now present its evidence to the court. The evidence that demonstrates an inextricable connection between the victim's burn and this trial.
Okay, well let's look at both of the pictures that we have. Yeah, there it is! It's on the side of the plate! And I think that's the same wrist, too, that he would have had.
What's this, Counsel? Yet another print? Yes, Your Excellency. I believe photographic prints are an amazing invention. When we humans look at a scene, we miss things. But in a photograph, things we may have overlooked at the time are recorded forever. More.
Do hurry up, Rookie. What are you trying to say? To inconvenience this poor lady any further really would be quite inexcusable. You're just trying to buy yourself time so we won't send you to the electric chair.
Actually, as much as I would love to spend time in that electric chair, we may need you to stay with us a little longer, if you don't mind, Miss Brett, if that is your real name. You see, it's very clearly visible in this other photograph. How did the victim come to have
that unusually shaped burn on his wrist. The reason is recorded here forevermore. What? How?
Objection! You can't fool me with your little bluffs, boy. If that's your game, then let's see how it plays out. Show the court exactly what you mean. What is it in this photograph that explains the reason for this victim's burn?
This fucking California.
Yes!
Huh. The beefsteak.
Actually, the point is the metal plate the steak was served on.
The plate.
Your Excellency, are you alright?
As you can see, there's an emblem on the plate. I would guess it's some sort of trademark of La Carnival. Ah!
Yep.
This emblem on the plate
We got him, boys.
and the victim's burn are exactly the same shape.
Ah!
Ryunosuke, you genius.
Oh my god, look at the glint in his eyes.
Yeah, he's so happy. He's so proud of his boyfriend.
You're spot on. Which means the victim must have suffered the burn while he was present at the restaurant.
Objection! But even if that is the case, we can't know if that happened on the day in question or not. Could have been the day before, or the day before that. It most likely happened at some other unrelated time. That's more convenient for me.
Chat's questioning the wind. But they announced it though. They sort of talked about it. They were like, he has an aura around him that just does that, right?
Yeah, it's his psychic powers. He's so hot that the wind just sort of wells up around him.
Well,
Objection. Sadly, Prosecutor Ouchie, the chances of that are extremely slim.
thanks.
Why?
Oh, that's my line. The outline of the burn is clearly discernible. Such a serious injury would have caused quite a commotion in the restaurant. Wouldn't you agree, Inspector Hosonaga?
I can't imagine having missed such a terrible disaster, certainly.
But
I would say, looking at the picture of the wound, that it wasn't suffered very long ago. And, although it's not a particularly large burn, it's extremely well defined, as the defense just pointed out. This was no mild burn, that's for sure. Can you be more specific, Inspector? Well, let's see. If the plate was at around 90 degrees centigrade, a burn like that would have taken around 3 seconds.
It's inconceivable that the victim would have let a scream out of pain then.
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
So wait, what are they proving here?
That he
Oh.
died and then got the burn.
Yeah, okay. Because for a second I'm like, okay, how are they saying that it was taken on this day? But then they're like, oh, everyone would have noticed if he burned himself that day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it now.
I've been investigating at the restaurant for, this is the wrong voice. I've been investigating at the restaurant for several weeks already, but I've not heard anyone scream at all. As the head waiter of La Carnival, I can testify to that without hesitation.
But you're a detective, not a waiter!
My, how the
Yes!
turntable.
There you have it! Something isn't right here! As the detective said, anyone who burnt themselves on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds would scream in pain. There's no question of that.
And yet, Inspector Hosonaga never heard the professor scream. Not on that day or any before it.
That's right. And the strange thing is, on the day he was shot, I didn't hear him cry out either.
What are you suggesting?
Well, if the professor had carelessly laid his wrist on the plate for anything like 3 seconds that day...
That would have been beyond careless, I think, Counsel.
Then, the rest of us in the restaurant, myself, the surgeon, and the old antique dealer. I hate this face. I hate this face that he does. It's so slow when he looks.
Yeah. It's like that one video of the 2 cats fighting and then one slowly turns to the camera. What are you looking at?
He's looking right through me. All of us would, without any question, have heard him scream. Wouldn't you agree, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Huh? Well, yes, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah. Sorry, I've been obsessed with Rhythm Heaven Fever lately, and that was my favorite one as a kid. Every time she says I suppose, you have to... Yeah! Okay, so the question is... Why didn't a single person hear Dr. Wilson scream?
He was already dead. I almost don't believe it. Rinosuke, do you think... I don't think he does.
Can it really be true? I never dreamt we'd arrive at a conclusion like this, but... I'm starting to think that maybe... He was dead before he was shot. We've been led into a terrible trap.
God! Oh my god, you might have been right!
I know I was right!
Holy shit!
I know I was right! I'm a good lawyer! There's only one explanation I can think of to make sense of this apparent impossibility. On the day in question, when he suffered the burn on his wrist, Dr. Wilson hadn't noticed the burn, was already dead! I suppose, yeah! Okay. No man... No man could remain silent while his wrist was burning on a piping hot plate for 3 whole seconds. That's clearly impossible, apart from in one particular situation.
Counsel, are you suggesting?
Yes, it's only possible if the man was already dead.
Already?
Dead?
Oh, she's not phased.
Oh,
she's not phased. Show me that true face, baby.
Okay, no, it's not that she's not phased. She's being very, very silent. I can't wait to see what her little breakdown looks like.
Knowing what we know now, it's the only possible explanation.
Sounded like a school bully when I said that.
I can't wait to see her in emotional turmoil. When the beefsteak was brought to Dr. Wilson's table that day, the professor was already dead.
That's madness!
This is madness!
No, this is court.
Order, please, counsel, explain this absurd notion at once. The victim was killed by a gunshot?
That's right! That's absolutely right, Your Excellency! This is just another ridiculous ploy by the rookie students, but clearly has no grasp of the facts!
Rihanna Keeves got it.
Keanu Keeves got it. I got it too, I just...
You changed it. You changed it a little bit. Yeah,
I
you
put
put your own spin.
Yeah,
Same
I made
brain.
my own little Sparta remix. No, Professor Ouchie, it's you who has no grasp of the facts.
I beg your pardon?
You were so busy simping that all of your brain cells died at once. as soon as it became apparent that the victim had suffered that burn while at the restaurant. This whole case was turned upside down. Or have you not grasped that yet? Your Excellency, the court must hear from this witness again. If it's true, as we now believe, that the victim was already dead before the gunshot was heard, it's highly likely that Miss Brett knows something about it.
Incredible! I certainly didn't anticipate this twist of events. I'm sorry to say, Miss Brett, that you will have to forget your luncheon engagement.
But, Your Excellency!
The justice system in our country may be in its infancy, but rest assured, all reasonable doubt must be dispelled before I'm prepared to pass judgment.
Yay!
Thank you,
Miss
Your
Judge-
Excellency.
Oh, she's not happy about that. Oh,
Oh.
What was that smile?
your line. Ah.
Yes, of course. I mean, I'd be delighted to help.
And now you can speak!
Oh. Oh.
Especially if it helps relations between my country and yours.
Ah! Miss Brett, you speak Japanese?
Well, of course I do. I am studying in your country, after all.
I might be
But
too quiet of a voice.
Then, why have you been speaking through an interpreter until now?
Oh, just for fun, you know? My mother tongue, the Queen's English, is the most refined and elegant language in the world.
Oh my god, shut
Oh,
up.
is she about to be racist? Is she about to be racist? She's racist!
Send her to jail.
Electric chair!
As a gentlewoman, I try to avoid speaking in your vulgar tones as much as possible.
How come you keep getting the, like, lines that can get you canceled?
I don't know! The game wants to cancel me. Novella is over, party.
But it seems the men of this land possess none of the let me restart that sentence, goddamn. But it seems the men in this land possess none of the chivalrous virtues of English gentlemen.
Woolly bout of peer.
Are we gonna have a motherfucking race war?
No! No, I'll die! I'm too white for that!
So I can see that I shall have to lower myself to communicating with you all at your own level.
I hate her.
Well, you are the epitome of a true English gentlewoman.
Ouch, he's sipping so hard that he's like, yes, be racist to me more!
We are truly honored by this lavish consideration you have so graciously afforded us.
I see. In that case, Miss Brett, I will now ask you to testify in your own words about the events leading up to the death of the victim, Dr. Wilson.
So, we're finally going to hear her own words on the matter. Things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke.
Let's bust her wide open.
Crack her like a walnut.
Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death besides the gunshot. If there is some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. I would like to use it, but of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway.
The glass. You poisoned him.
The glass. Made
The
of glass.
glass!
That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in the Supreme Court's history. Thank you.
Easy does it.
Okay. I had a goddamn thought as I was saying glass made of glass, and I just the thought burst in my head. Oh, she killed him with hot Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Just God. have I not shown you that video?
Yes,
of the
you
kid
have.
making hot Dr. Pepper?
You have,
Okay.
and I hate it.
I'm obsessed with that video. I love the SpongeBob version of it so much. Okay.
I hope this is the last time I will have to sully my tongue with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone.
You say as you're being racist?
Not at all! Not at all! Be racist to me more! It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady! And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant!
I will be speaking to your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today.
Oh, she's racist and she's a Karen!
She's talking to our manager.
The Minister of Justice?
Okay, I wanted to dropkick Ouchie. I want to dropkick her more.
Yeah.
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. The electric chair. Amen.
Oh god.
And she's religious. Hey, that's not a bad thing in and of itself, but it's just with the combination of everything else.
Huh? Thanks? Was that a prayer then?
She just said she wanted to give you the electric chair, Ryunosuke.
Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination for now. I expect you've noticed this little bully of a student, as you put it. Doesn't miss much.
He looks so confident.
Yeah, the monsters have worn off.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, Counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear?
Aw.
Aw! You squishy own cheek.
Yes, Your Excellency. Then, you may proceed with the cross-examination.
I have to shake my head when I do his voice, or else it doesn't sound right.
Whenever I voice Ouchie, like, the trick with him is just to get your voice as far into your nose as possible. So I have to, like, lean back a little bit already, even though I was already kind of doing that to sort of, like, prevent from screaming into the microphone. Okay. So we can just press everything. I don't think we're gonna get penalized if we do that. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body.
Okay.
Aw.
I just want to look at them all first.
Yeah. Her little smirk there.
What about the glass? What if we presented the glass?
That could work. I mean, we have 5,
That's true. Let's see if this
We
just
have
works. I want to see if this works.
Yeah, try it. Either that or the other one where it's at the table.
Yes! Well, what about that last...
No. Nope. Yikes. Oof.
Ugh, alright.
Ouch, ouch,
I
ouch.
just need to calm down and think everything through again from the start. Okay, let's press it and see if they'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We're too far ahead. That's our problem. We know he died of poisoning.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Without leaving a trace.
If someone is shot, or strangled, or stabbed, or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are always telltale traces on the body.
Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosonaga?
As I've said, I always aim for a flawless investigation.
Except you let this prime suspect get away.
There would be a physical trace with all of those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark.
Yeah, because I don't think, because like this is a thing about poisons. Because I've been like listening. I kind of binged a lot of puppet history while I was doing my work last week. They had one on the affair of the poisons. And that was like the whole like reasoning why poison was so scary in like 1700s France, because there was very little way to tell it apart from some of the illnesses that went around at the time. And also because a lot of noble ladies would actually like go to hospitals to test their poisons under the guise of charity work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they would.
That's
they would
what
go,
she's doing.
Yeah, she's poisoned him, and because, like, obviously testing, like you can't test blood at this point in time. I don't think they have microscopes. So obviously poison wouldn't leave a trace. Anyways, that was my little fucking side ramble. I like knowing things. But yeah, I'm not sure how we would prove that though.
I'm sure they'll show us.
That's true.
If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it?
Oh no, perish the thought! Calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question! On my honor, I, Takatsuchi Ouchi, will cut down any who dare cast such aspersions!
A way of killing someone that leaves no trace.
We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence.
Press that one because
Don't be racist! Inferior? What do you mean by that?
In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once and that's the end of it. Isn't that so?
that is true. That is kind of a flawed way of doing it, but
Quite right! The carnival is open for business as usual today, just days after the incident.
Exactly. Which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be... Oh, what's up with him?
This is just like the Leighton one.
Really?
I'm gonna have to call that out and be like, do you have something to say?
Yeah, this is the... Okay, they're teaching us how to do this!
Fuck yeah, okay. It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try and preserve the crime scene. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can, you understand?
A killer blow! The lady is as formidable as she is beautiful!
Amazing!
Oh wait, oh, no.
He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. What? Oh, perhaps Prosecutor Ouchi is finally starting to see sense.
No, he's just
He's just simping. I very much doubt that.
Still, there's something about what Brent just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right.
What do you think, Ryunosuke?
I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information.
Yes, as I suspected. She's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or the cross-examination will be over.
But
So teach us.
But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma.
What, Ryunosuke?
There is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me.
Sorry, in the chat, in the Simp Race Wars, how she always takes first. God!
Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett?
Actually, no. About the person standing next to her, Inspector Hosonaga.
The detective?
Yes! He seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brent's last statement. I was wondering if it might be significant, if it might present an opening maybe.
Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time.
If you think so, but
this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective.
alright then. I wonder what Kazuma's thinking. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose, once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again.
Okay, press it.
Inferior, what do you mean by that? Lands of the Great
I'm racist.
Blah blah blah. In the country.
Don't take that out of context.
Wait.
But I mean, that does sum up what she's saying here. Okay. Hit next. And now I'm sure Cosmo's gonna say something.
Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why?
Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity.
What do you mean?
When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down.
You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts.
We gotta attack him. It's time to pursue the man in his train of thought.
Sorry? Pursue?
I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It's all to do with the witness marker,
What marker?
the thought bubble. Oh, no. At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who is the person actually making the current statement. By moving the marker left and right, with left button, right button, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with X. If you can catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people in the stand, take a good look around.
Alright then. So first I should move the marker across with the left and right button and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with X and see what's on his mind. Here we go!
Wait.
switch.
I'm mashing.
What? Oh, there.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
What the? Oh, that was fast. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in thoughts. Deeply. Hello?
Oh shit, that's me. I was taking a sip of water.
I was like, what's happening?
That's like the 5th time that I've done that. Jesus. It looked like you were thinking about something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say.
If there's something you'd like to say, please, share it with the court.
Objection! What's the meaning of this? It's a delightful English woman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works?
Absolutely not.
Huh?
The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness.
So because they're both standing on the stand, they're both testifying at the same time.
Yes! Not to mention the fact that he's immediately intimately involved in the case.
Asbestos.
Inspector Hosonaga.
Yes.
Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Miss Brett?
Well, yes. If you don't mind, I would like to speak. Well, she doesn't like that.
She does not.
The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see.
So he's like an actual Ace Attorney protagonist.
I don't really care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. So he's admitting to a crime.
He's admitting to a crime on the stand.
Are you kidding?
A crime scene thief?
Well, it looks like the lady's remarks touched a nerve there.
Take this, for example.
Oh my god, we have the bottle!
The bottle.
We have the bottle!
Is that? This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz. Have been opened 3 days ago now. Having been opened 3 days ago now.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you, but Gavin says in chat, he's admitting to a crime, but in fairness, what he's doing is right.
That's
Yeah.
true.
100th Assassin says, what if she's secretly Japanese? God.
But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it. We're gonna be like, okay, drink what's left in it, ma'am.
Yeah, drink
She's
it.
gonna be like, no.
Take a fucking sip, babe.
One day, our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming. I guarantee it.
Sir, I don't know if you'll be alive to see it.
I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment.
The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. The carbonated water bottle has been added to the court record.
Miss Brett?
Can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death?
Wait, but wasn't the glass on the table full? Like the one that... Wait, no. Wait, where did the water from hers go? Because she said that they did cheers. They would have both had it in there.
I forget. Maybe she poured it out.
Maybe, yeah. That makes sense.
Yes, it was that bottle.
What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel. You may resume the cross-examination. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Damn!
We're so close to finishing this case, I can feel it.
So close. We're so close. Okay. Yes, show her the bottle.
Carbonated
Poison.
water and the victim and Miss Brett shared on the day of the murder. It was on the victim's table. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button.
Oh no. Okay, but maybe this will work.
It's fine, it's
Whoa,
fine. We're good.
It's working. It's working.
Just a second. Anything weird with it?
Spin it. Oh no, you're gonna pour it out.
There's nothing to examine. Oh wait, we can examine the front.
You can examine the label.
The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it is, Cosimo? What it says, Cosimo?
I think it's French. This must be very expensive water.
Yes, but what does it say? That's what I was asking.
Then go to France and ask.
Oh, okay, bitch. You could just say that you don't know.
Kazuma can be little a bitch as a treat. Okay, go back.
A bottle of water? Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison.
Poison?
On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside?
You didn't like that.
He did not.
Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from this glass?
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Rabble rabble.
Order! Order! Order, I say! And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Jazeel Brett, it was you!
Oh, here it comes. Oh no.
Objection! This is outrageous! To suggest a thing without a scrap of evidence!
Come on! Let me see your mental breakdown.
You little rookie imbecile! Have you ever—
sorry.
Oh god. My words. Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accordance of friendship with the British Empire?
It only took an hour, but the game's finally caught up with the players.
That's how these games go, though. Like, in every game where you have to solve murders, half the time, like, you end up figuring it out, kind of, or you end up predicting something, like, halfway through.
Mhm.
And you're just waiting for the other characters to come to that conclusion.
We're just too smart.
We're just too smart. Our brains are too big. Too many winkles.
Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection. This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
Did you forget where you were, old man? The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth. Okay, yeah, he's Edgeworth's ancestor.
If I may.
I will silence you forever for this disgraceful attack of—
Shut up! It is you who should be silent. Even I am sick of your simping.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Oh,
I'm so
egg.
fucked up.
Oh,
Oh, egg.
No one will understand this joke.
Shut up.
no one gets this joke.
I don't even know if it comes up when you Google that.
You have to post that video in the Discord now.
Oh, I have to. If it's still
you have,
up.
You have to give people context.
Join the Valerie Valkyrie Discord today. There's a link down in the description.
Join the Valerie Valkyrie Discord if you want to know what the fuck we're on about.
Of course. Dear lady.
This is exactly the shit I wanted you to stop.
Where did that come from? She just snapped.
She went off. I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior.
In the link down below. In the description of this YouTube video.
Yeah! But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
She's gonna lose her shit when he says no.
Of course.
Oh.
You did? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it! Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents, so it was just in his glass.
Have test. I did have tests at this point in time.
And?
I wasn't funny.
What did you find, Inspector?
I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present. In this country.
This country.
We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency.
What? Are you sure?
The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No. No!
Oh god, another heart attack.
I'm very grateful to all you Japanese.
Don't say it like that.
I don't like saying it like that. I'm reading my lines, but that doesn't mean I like it.
You've successfully established my complete innocence in this whole horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
Shut the fuck up. Shut
Aren't
the
you
fuck
so
up.
excited for this case to be over so we don't have to listen to frickin' pain?
Yeah, we don't have to listen to Pain, and we also don't have racist lady on the stand. We don't have fucking Karen over here asking to see our manager.
I was so sure.
This can't be right.
I'll never forgive the British.
You know, okay, yesterday I made some jokes about how I didn't want to be British in Payday, and after the fact I was like, you know, maybe that was too harsh. And then this game absolved me of all my guilt. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned.
Thank you, Counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit.
I'm done for.
I like how the crux of this case relies on police incompetence. Yeah, like every cold case ever.
The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no. I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. do you have any further evidence to present the court at this point?
Yes.
Kazuma!
I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
Oh, who said that? Yo!
Hold it!
Remember when her dad sent her away to do something?
You're right!
To look at other poisons from
God!
Britain.
Please wait!
Isn't that? What is the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Sasoto Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Mikotoba!
Oh god, my voice.
In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package, wrapped in a furoshiki cloth.
Why do Phoenix Wright cases often have a competent woman coming in to, like,
To be
save the day at the
continued.
last moment? To be continued? Wait a minute!
I guess we're not finishing this case right now.
We're not!
Do you want to save it for next week?
We have been going for almost 3 hours, so,
That's true.
yeah, that's about right.
This is a good place to stop.
Because cliches in novella, oh yeah, you're right.
They gotta make it a poem so it rhymes with the other Ace Attorneys.
That's true, that's true.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's head over to the talking screen.
Heck yeah!
Man, court takes forever. That's enough racism for one episode. Oh god. She's probably gonna get real racist when she's found out. Reaction or oh, now I have to say this. Wait. Wait, chat can't hear you. Just a second, just a second. There, now they can hear you.
Okay, they can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, chat, fun thing. So because this is, like, the Victorian era, the death penalty is still in effect for all murders. So, she's extremely racist, but pretty soon she's gonna be extremely dead.
Hell
And we can all
yeah.
celebrate.
Hell yeah.
The only base thing she did was call the police incompetent. Yeah, otherwise she's just a...
She's
a
no
pile-
good. Yeah, I guess we'll return next week on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Same time next week.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I will remember that we do these streams at 2 on Sundays and not 6.
Yeah, because you forgot!
I totally forgot.
I messaged her like 10 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. I'm like, when are we doing setup? What's going on?
I was playing Hades, what can I say?
Hades is more important.
It's true.
Throw Giselle out, we need a better woman. Yeah, throw the whole lady away!
Just throw the person
Also,
in
she's
the trash.
probably rich! That's like a trifecta of bad.
Take the woman and put her somewhere else.
Yeah, like hell. Anyways, we're gonna have to find Egg Chut Up to put in.
Oh yes,
this-
I'll do that. I'll do that for sure. Remember to join the Valerie Valkyrie Discord, the link down below. There's also a link to Twitter's. There's also a link to Novella's channel. There's also a link to Novella's Twitter. Follow
Yeah,
everybody.
I post all
Follow,
the time.
subscribe, do all the things.
If by all the time I mean once a day.
Mm-mm.
I don't post on Twitter as much as I probably should.
So next week
Anyway.
we're going to be doing Judgment and Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. So that's going to be very
yeah.
fun. Naruto has
Naruto
won.
finally won!
So let's get hyped for next week. I'll have the schedule out today.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
So with that, everybody, be safe, have fun, drink lots of water, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye! See you all next week!